Good morning and happy Wednesday. As you can see, today is going to be a little different. It is labeled Wednesday and Thursday, meaning that you can either complete all 5 assignments on the first day of Wednesday, or you can kind of break it up and do your assignments between the 2 days. So you have already selected number 1 and you're watching this instructional video. I am going to go over all of the things that are asked of you to do within at least these 2 days before you get ready or to prepare you for your Show Me What You Know day when you take your assessment tomorrow or 2 days from now on Friday. So you've already selected number 1 and it says watch the instructional video below. Like the other ones, I'm just going to quickly go over everything. So after watching the video, you can review the standards and objectives. That will bring you to a page that looks like this. It has your standards that we have gone over this week, as well as your learning intentions and success criteria. Once you have reviewed that, you can go back to the classwork and move on to number 2. When you go to number 2, it says watch the vocabulary video below titled Adjectives Grammar Exercises, which is this one right here. You will do this by just selecting the link, and when you do, it will pull up the video and you will simply hit play and listen to the video play through. Once you have listened to that video, you can simply just close out that screen and go back and move on to number 3. So number 3 is done in your reader's notebook. If you do not have your reader's notebook, you can do this by going through Clever. And then once you have logged onto Clever, you can go to Think Central and your assignment will be in there. Your reader's notebook pages is 2, 3, and 9 that we will be completing today. Page 2 will look like this, adjectives that tell what kind. Make sure that you read what's in the box. Adjectives are words that describe or tell about nouns. Some adjectives tell what kind. One thing to ask yourself is what kind of whatever that noun is. For example, we went for a long walk. What kind of walk? A long one. Long being your adjective. So on page 2, you have 1 through 10 to complete. The directions say write the adjective that tells about the underlined noun. So it gives you the noun underlined. We'll do number 1 together just to give a little assistance. Our class started a recycling project. What kind of project? A recycling project. So recycling would be what you write on the line right here, and that is your adjective. So you will complete 2 through 10 now that I have completed number 1 for you as an example. Once you have completed page 2, you simply hit the right arrow and move to page 3. Remember, we are completing pages 2, 3, and 9. So page 3 is adjectives that tell how many. Again, read the box. An adjective is a word that describes or tells about a noun. Some adjectives tell how many. So the example it gives you, she saw 3 birds in a nest. How many birds? She saw 3. Your directions, write the adjectives that tell about the underlined noun. Again, your nouns are underlined, so you need to find the adjective. For example, number 1, there are 2 paths along the river. How many paths? And you would write your answer on the line. You will do this for numbers 1 through 10 on page 3. Once you have completed page 3, then you're ready to move on to page 9. You can simply do so by clicking the right arrow until you get there. Page number is at the bottom, or you can go to the top of your page and go to page 9. Now this one is a little tricky, and we will talk more about this during actual class, but I do want you to complete this one for practice. It's titled This, That, and Articles. And in the box it says the adjectives this and that tell which one. The words a, an, and the are adjectives called articles. So with the a, you use an a before a noun that begins with a consonant sound, and you use "and" before nouns that begin with a vowel sound. And we all know our vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So numbers 1 through 3, you underline the adjective that tells which one. Write the noun the adjective describes. So for this, we are looking for the adjectives this or that. It tells which one. So on number 1, my friends and I helped clean this park. Which park? And you would write it on the line. Same for 2 and 3. But on numbers 4 through 7, you choose the article in parentheses to go with the underlined word. And then you will write the article, a or an, on the line or the. So I have a can to recycle. I have an can to recycle. You'll select one of the two and then circle it and write it on the line. Remember, when it comes to a and an, refer back to your box because it has this little bullet here to remind you a is before nouns that begin with consonant sound, and an are before nouns that begin with a vowel sound. So once you've completed page 9, numbers 1 through 7, you are done with that assignment, and you may move on to number 4. Number 4, you will complete in your Ready Reading book. If you do not have your books with you, then you will be able to go to Clever, go to iReady, and your assignment will be found there. So inside of your book, it's pages 94 through 97. When you log on, this is what it will look like. Page 94 and 95. Scroll. 96 and 97 are the pages that you will complete. So the first story that you're going to read is Voting for Her Rights. And you will read this short story, and then you will move on to page 95. Then you will complete the chart to tell what you know about Susan from the story. So Susan B. Anthony is our character within our story, and you will find all the traits, motivations, feelings, and actions that she has within the story on page 94. All I ask of you to complete on page 95 is number 1 by filling in the chart. Then you can simply move on to page 96, where you will read another short story, Here Comes Trouble, from a Greek myth. Once you have read that short story, you will be able to answer numbers 1 and 2. Number 1 is a question with multiple choice. At the beginning of the story, where does Epi want to open the box? You will select A, B, C, or D. Please refer back to your story to help you select the best answer possible. And then move on to number 2, and you will put an X by the 2 items that tell about the changes. So there should only be 2 X's marked within these lines. If you believe it's Let's Go Home Right Now, you will place an X on the line. There should be 2 of those found. Refer back to your story, and it will help you find the best answers. When this is completed, 94, 95, 96, and 97, you will be done with iReady or Ready Reading. And then you can move on to number 5, which is our last thing for the day, and that is a Kahoot review game. The link is right here, and it will look like this. Whenever you come on, it will give you a game pin. You simply type in the pin, whether on your laptop or on your cell phone, whichever you decide to use. I would prefer you use your Chromebook, but as long as you play this Kahoot review game, either way works fine with me. I just want you to get in this practice before tomorrow, or Friday, depending on what day you're watching this video. That way we can be prepared for Show Me What You Know. So, good luck today. You have a couple of things to work on. If you want to split it between the 2 days, that is perfectly fine with me. That's why I'm okay with giving you such detailed assignments, because I am allowing you 2 days to get it completed. So just do your best. Play that Kahoot review game, because I know you love to play them. And I will talk to you again on Friday.